What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JJ the Prince, King of Peace. Now, I got my hand on my side like this. I'm living my best life. So far, so good, right? Anyway, household development progress, man. 2021, we in here. So fifth dimensional energy is already in the atmosphere. Yet the humanity, the population is always like, yeah. Ego is ego. I don't care what you call it. You call it ego, the size of a pupil or the size of a big ass balloon, it's still an ego. Ego is fear-based. If you train and correct your ego to positively think, you won't even necessarily need ego. You just simply do and think the way love is designed to do. Look at my hands when I do this. This is love. Holistic. Holistic. This is fear and ego. You ain't even going around. You're just doing this. You ain't even completed the circle yet. You just, what the flip, man? So in my household, it's always fear-based now. I came back to the house, I'm just like, yo, most of the population is fear-based. They rule and fuel and run them, they fuel off of ego. Fear. I don't like speaking of it, but when I speak the truth, it comes off that way, like rude. Stop offending my ego. You're insulting me. Subliminally, no, I'm not. I'm telling you straight up what's going on. But your ego is too damn big to see what's going on. I'm just speaking in general and the people that have ego. So that's why when I say things like this and speak on shit like this, it offends people's ego. Why else would it do? Because the ego is so big they can't see the bigger picture. And you know what the ego do? It conflicts. Look, fear and ego conflicts your brain to not process the way it's supposed to. It conflicts it. Conflict is like war, fighting, going back and forth. Like not even coming to a solution. It's just problem to problem to problem. Talking about, no, I got the better solution. No, you don't. I got the better solution. And keep going back and forth. When there's no solution being solved. There's no solution. Nothing's being solved. So my point is, in this household in 2021, for preparation, come on, man. I done played guys so hard, they thought I was egotistically arrogant spiritually. I'm not. Literally, when you dissolve your ego or you ascend it to a higher state that's beyond fear and love, like love is the beyond the beyond. That's what my ego can say for that. When I express love, I don't gotta say nothing. Action says love. Action. Action. When I speak, I can say it any way I want, depending on which person I'm talking to, or if I'm just talking out loud or to myself, I just say it. Because I don't need to think. Most of the time, I don't even need to think. The answers and the flow comes in me and out my mouth. I look that way because it's fear over there. And then I look back here, where I'm at. I'm in a shed. Literally got the door closed because I don't want to be surrounded by fear no more. Literally, that's not the move, bro. It's not the move. Ego is like, yo, how good do you look today? Nah, you should put those on. They look better on you. Well, you should ask yourself that question. Why should somebody tell you what to look like? I look fucking perfect. What else? I love myself. What else? What else you got to say? What's on your mind? What's your thoughts? What are your suggestions? What should you think I should wear tomorrow or today? How should I look? It's a fucking public opinion. You should ask yourself in the mirror, do you like yourself the way you look now in the mirror or not? That's the question. Self-explanatory. How easy it is to think like me, it's easy enough to fucking get away from fear and turn the other cheek like Jesus Christ did. You literally, when you're in a fight or conversation that's argumental, you just walk away. There's no point in fighting. That don't solve nothing. I literally just want to fuck somebody up. But with my words, I do it. I don't fuck somebody up because I'm mad at somebody. What the point is that? No point at all. Nothing's being solved. Nothing. literally could talk about nothing all day, watch TV and it's nothing, and do nothing. Eat food like it's nothing. There's nothing in the food that makes you want to keep going in life, to make your soul feel better and happier and make you feel positive. There's nothing. I do my thing because that's how I do it. Like, when I make my own food, perfect example. I love when I make my own food because I hook that thing up because I know what I like. And I know when I taste it, I'm going to enjoy it. Period. But after that, if somebody wants to share some food, and sharing is not caring anymore to this conversation of social propaganda. Like, when I talk to somebody, there's always ego coming from them. So I talk to myself. I don't want to talk to nobody anyway. I don't be on social media. You see me when I'm raising my shoulders like this because I'm tired of dealing with them. They just stuck in fear. And I'm speaking on it as much as I can to get away from it all the time. And it just keeps coming back. I literally got in a fight with my mom. Not a fight, an argument. She's like over there. And I'm standing right here. Like over there. And I'm standing right here loud as ever. Because I can't do that way of thinking, and how you address the problem is going above the solution. You missed it. It went over your head. So what I did was walked away. And what I did was I went somewhere and had fun. I literally got a video on my phone about some stuff like that. I don't care about showing people stuff like that. I do it for me. And that's the only thing that matters to me. When I do things for me, it makes me feel like me. I take very much honor and respect. I enjoy myself, and I love the self that deep. I totally love myself. That's why I don't like fear. And I can't even look at some people sometimes in the face when they coming at me with this fear facial feature. Like, you're supposed to be scared of me or something. I'm supposed to be scared of you or something. You're an individual just like anybody else. You're a walking two-legged terrestrial being. What power you got instead of being scared of somebody or putting into somebody with fear? What power? What makes you that bigger person? That don't make you a bigger person. That don't make you the better person. Making somebody scared of shit. Nah. I kill it like the truth do. And everything else falls away. Because everything, we pile on top of everything, and the truth just kill it. Because in the sense of me saying, it just slices it. I don't want nothing to do with it. That's dead. That's done. Like, end the story, end the conversation. Like, cut it. Like, just stop. Because whenever that occurs with fear, I just say, yo, I'm done. And I walk away. Yet it still is around me all the time. And I have my crystals. And I have my chakras balanced and harmonized and energetic. I'm very spiritual. And love, being in a state of love and vibration, I don't gotta say a word. I don't gotta prove myself to nobody. Nothing of that occurs in my mind, body, or spirit. I just am total, holistic. That's it. This version of my ego is basically saying the proportion of how big I am with the holistic nature of love. Explaining it this way, though, through my ego. And see how scientific and smart I sound by me talking like this. Because I know myself. And from the most part, they don't know themselves well enough to even have a conversation with me on that depth or complexity or interesting conversation. Now I just broke the silence. I broke the silence. I wanted to ask my mom, yo, can I get a key? Because I can't find it to go to go in here. And I went through all of that. I knew I just triggered something and I started something again. Why people can't just be in my presence and not talk so much and have a trigger about shit? She literally told me, shut the fuck up. We had a big ass argument. That's all ego. My brother he's recovering from sickness. The mentality, the vibration, the collective vibration on the total planet There's different degrees of vibration though, and mental, intellectual thinking. Like there's different ways of perceiving something. Like you can perceive something through fear, and that's a false perception of something you may assume to be true, which is not. It's an illusion. Fear is illusory. That's bottom line. You can look it up. It's an imaginative perception that assumes that something might happen through imagination or your mind through perception, and it's based off of fear. What is the definition of fear? Fear is when fear feels like an unpleasant emotion that occurs within your body that is basically saying that you are in danger or being or threatened by something outside of yourself. That's not really the true definition, but I broke it down that way to simplify it. But you can look up the definition. Regardless, you should know. All people should know this. Yet they I don't want to expect too much from nobody. I expect myself to be my best self all the time, every day. I can put myself in people's shoes, and I can put myself in and perceive perceptions of other people through experiences that they have. I can take their experiences and put it in my body just by looking at them. I smoke, and I still smoke. Because when I start smoking is when I start talking too much. So I need something to stimulate my mind. And if something doesn't stimulate my mind, then I'm in the vibration of love. Get it? Now, I upset something in the household, which they're already been on, is fear. I don't like talking about it too much. So I'm going to switch the conversation to something intellectual. Like, hey, how's your day? The weather is nice outside. It's not nice outside, but it's actually decent. There's sunlight. Like, living your best life is the best life you can live. I encourage everyone to do so. I'm not putting you down. I'm encouraging you to live your best life. That's what any leadership or team player or person who knows something that doesn't abuse their power of knowledge. I got knowledge of good and evil. I chose the path of light when I was in the path of dark. I saw both sides. I'm speaking on experience now. And I'm sorry to smoke in people's faces, because maybe they might not smoke. That's my preference. Don't take it offensive. Sometimes if I speak while I'm smoking, you might feel something about that. You can feel it, can't you? Okay. I enjoy smoking. It satisfies me. Marijuana satisfies me. Elevates your mind. Straight up. Elevates your mind. Positive love vibration. We should smoke more marijuana, more tree. We do in this society, New York, everywhere else that is legal in the state, they do that. I'm not so sure other places, but I smoke weed, and I say, for myself personally, it's the best thing you could smoke. Besides all the other things like DMT. DMT is your own preference. Come on now. You got a pineal gland. You got natural DMT within your pineal gland that releases when you go to sleep. Melatonin and all that with your biochemistry and your brain and everything that functions inside and out. Your heart, your beat, your vibration, your love frequency, the toroidal field, the energetic field, your awareness, consciousness, the scientific molecular structure of the cellular DNA. I'm so freaking smart though, but I don't want to say it like I'm egotistical. I just know things, and I don't abuse my knowledge. I help people with it, and I share it to benefit them. That's all I've been doing, to elevate the consciousness of the planet and humanity and raise the vibration. It is so low now. I'm so low. Get it? Like solo dolo. Like I'm just by myself. So, speaking on that, I can't do nothing no more with them. The plan or the mission to raise the consciousness of the planet, it's basically like, yo, it's like the universe telling you, are you ready to take this leap of faith? Or are you just going to stand there and wait, let people go in front of you while they doing it and watching them succeed in life except for you? Which person you want to be in life? You want to be the succeeder or you want to be the watcher of the succession? You want to watch people succeed and you don't want to succeed, or you want to vice versa? You want to succeed in life. That's also encouragement. Courage, not fear, courage. Bold, brave, confident. How I speak is all in me. The words that I'm saying, all of that, everything that I'm saying, love. I know all of that. I live it. And even if you say you know something, you may not apply it right now, but you can do so later on, because that time, in essence, in that in the time and place, in certain situations, scenarios of people, places, and things, they may occur to do so. And by all means necessary, you can apply those lessons you've learned and the knowledge that helps you to go further and beyond. And to talk like this with my family, I cannot. I may not. They won't allow it because of fear. So, like I said again, solo dolo. See the smoke? Free smoke, free smoke. Hey. And also, speaking on anxiety, anxiety is an underlying baseline of a fear. It's just fear vibration. It's when you're low, when you're operating on your lower nature, when you're operating on a low vibration. That's all I said. Take care of your body, mind, and spirit. Eat right. Eat foods. Think better. Your mind can think better, and you can progress your way of thinking and elevate it and keep it straight instead of going like this and not sure where you're going to go. I literally tested myself yesterday, and literally I didn't stop walking. My feet kept moving. Cars were going, traffic signs, lights, and stop signs, and cars moving this way, coming through. I'm coming through this way, and the car's coming this way, and I'm like, I'm not stopping. My feet is going to keep going because I am possible. Did you hear the words that I'm saying? I am possible. Everything I'm saying, I apply it in nature, in this world, with me. I talk so much that I clear my throat, and it hurts my throat. But I'm also smoking too, which is not a downer. It just means that I'm talking a lot. And most people don't have the time for that. They got other things to do. They got work. They got to take care of their priorities, their wants and needs. And that's cool, young. That's cool. Time is of the essence. You ain't got time to waste. Go ahead, ego. You go ahead with your big head. Fifth dimensional energy is when time is of no state of mind. Literally, love is beyond time and space. What you talking about? Literally, I'm quantum. I could be anywhere, anytime. I can speak on things anywhere, anytime. I can say things right now that'll happen probably in the future. I'm just saying probably because they're predictions. They're possible realities that it may occur through the timeline that merges within your own choices and actions and decisions that you make. Like your feet. When you walk somewhere, you make a choice. You may not know it, but if you analyze everything that you do, it'll get that deep, where it becomes like when I'm speaking this long, I've been doing this ever since. When you make a move in a 5-dimensional step, you don't gotta go nowhere. You sit down. You're universal. You're holistic. Everything is everything. And when you're in a 4D, fourth dimensional mentality or perspective or state of mind, state of being, vibration, fourth dimensional is like, it's like you don't need to take certain steps that that require, like if I had to do everything in order the way it was supposed to be, the way they told me to, like put this cigarette box this way and nothing but this way only. Put this game here and put it up like this and nothing like this but only this. That's third dimensional. But fourth dimensional, I can just put this anywhere and just keep it there. Why go by their own rules? Those rules are old. Fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional rules is the dimensions of freedom that third dimensional beings may not be aware of right now. They go by procedure. They go by their own pattern that they already been on, and that they know, and they use it, and it's good or whatever. It works for them. That's simply as I can say it like that. It works for them. When I take a fifth dimensional step, all I got to do is shift my awareness to 5D, the vibration, love, and focus my mind on me. Universally, I am the universe. 5D. Sixth dimensional, come on man, I ain't going too far. I'm going to keep it straight up with you. You can only go as fast as your legs can go. And if you trust your legs to go as fast as you know they can go, then go as fast as the wind. Go as fast as hell. Go faster than time. Go faster than sonic speed. If you can do that, that's the perfect way of explaining this thing I'm talking about with 5D and fourth dimensional steps and third dimensional steps. What I'm talking about. A third dimensional step is when you walk in a straight line. You go from point A to point B to point C in that line in order. Fourth dimensional step is you can go to point A to point C and skip point B because you already been there. You don't need to go there because you probably have something that is better than what you're about to get in point B. See what I'm saying? And fifth dimensional step, you can just sit here and you acquire and accumulate everything you need to know. And you can be somewhere and talk to somebody based off of 5D dimensional space and the information that comes through in the universal field and the collective energy. Like you're everywhere at once. You're everything, and you're radiating love vibration. You're unifying. Your unifying field of energy unifies all things. So wherever you go on a fifth dimensional level, on a 5-dimensional vibration or perspective, doesn't matter. It's a unifying field. Wherever you go, you're going to unify things. That's it. With that part, for the most part, that's it. Other than that, you can't force people to do something based off of love. Love is not controlling. Love is the greatest force in the universe, but it doesn't force you to do nothing. It's just a unifying field that brings things together holistically, and by nature, you make the choices in life. You make the decisions. You choose what you want to do. It's a free thing. It's a free energy field. Literally, you have so much energy to do anything in this world on that vibration. You can do anything, and anything is possible. But first, from the 4-dimensional perspective, you have to probably go through a 4th-dimensional step and learn that. But that's just my ego talking, see? And my higher self unifying that and having your vibration raised high enough where you can take that step and that leap of faith to 5D. If you don't believe anything is possible, if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to make it to 5D. You have to change the way you think. And by that, you got to go through 4D. 4D, 4th dimension, is beyond time and space too. But it's another degree of freedom. We're in a 4th dimension. We're in a multi-dimensional field, man. We're in a multi-dimensional realm. And there's levels to it. I'm talking about everything right now in this video. It could take hours because I'm in 5D. See? And that's why you know everything anytime. You don't hold everything and then hold it in your brain so that you can regurgitate it to this person right now at this moment, and then hold the next thing you're about to think about and tell somebody when they're coming up, like your mom coming through the room and coming inside your room and saying, okay, I got this prepared for you. I'm going to say this in this way. That's not how it works. You just say things. I say things the way it comes out, the way it feels, the way it's supposed to unify. I'm not going to say, Mom, I'm not going to just say it from ego. I'm going to say it to where it makes sense, to where it unifies things, to where it balances things, to where it doesn't cause frustration or friction of clashing. But then again, I've had episodes where I had my ego upset her ego, and I was just basically speaking the truth. Yet, I'm not right or wrong, and she's not right or wrong, because the fifth dimensional field of love and vibration unifying says, why don't y'all just give each other space, wait till the next day, and sleep it out. Wake up in the morning, refresh yourself again. So you don't got to think too much about what happened and what is going to happen. It's just natural. You don't need to stress about it. You don't need to worry about it. You just be. Just be. Present. Moment. The present now. Everlasting now. 6D, I'm not going too far on that. But I got some six-dimensional knowledge from... See, when you're in 5D, you acquire all of that knowledge from the higher dimensions and the higher perspectives of reality. From my perspective, 5D to 6D dimensional reality consciousness is like how I'm speaking. When your mind's eyes open, you see all things, and you see it in this way and that way, and that's a perspective too. You can see something that will happen in the future timeline of your timeline or the collective Earth's timeline, but the one you need to know now that might help is knowing something about your own timeline instead of someone else's, because it's not gonna apply to you. I saw something in the year 3030, and I wrote this stuff down through visions that I saw inside of my mind's eye, and I said, whoa, that's crazy. And it was a certain pattern that was going on right now that I was oblivious to before, and when I saw it unravel, reveal itself and show what is going on in the household, and everything that I wrote down was in the same sequence and pattern as how I saw it in my mind's eye, but I saw it through the images. I didn't see no words except for the last part. I saw words that said, it said it backwards, and I said, what is W? What it says mine, it says MINE, but it was backwards when I saw it in my mind's eye. So when I said, what the fuck, what is this? Wait a minute, should I flip this, because it don't make no sense. When I flipped it, it said mine. So I was like, yo, okay. And I'm literally just, all that time I was in my room, my bed, meditating and daydreaming, but kind of going inside of my mind's eye and my mind, and elevating my consciousness to receive something that may help me in the future, that would be prevalent to utilize now at that time. And it did help me. And what it showed me was that the household is in fear. I can show you what it says, but it wouldn't help you. It's just prevalent of what I was just already saying. Fear. Fear is not good. Love is good. Love is great. What you talking about? I'll upload this on YouTube anyway. I ain't been on there in a minute, but like I'm saying, with things going on here, collective consciousness, I can speak on a lot of things right now. The things that matter for the most part is what I just said in this video. Anything else in the future timelines that may occur, I'll document something else at that time. But for me to do so, I'd have to get to this point again to document something on YouTube. I don't talk and put everything out there on blast and show people and brag about it. I'm not that kind of person. That doesn't do me any justice to show my shit off and think that I'm better than somebody. I'm not going to do that. So, one more for the road. And thank you all for watching. If I have some words of advice, I just say keep your head up, stay high vibrational, put some crystals on if you are metaphysically aware, spiritually aware. consciously aware, if you're empathic, if you're working on being better and going further in life and making sure your every needs is met and your choices that you make are right and the best choices that you make are right, I suggest you kind of go with the flow for the first time. Take care of your mind, body, and spirit. Eat healthy, exercise, confidence, motivation. If you got to get away from people that bring you down, do so, and work on yourself while you're away from them. When you come back, you'll be a totally different person, and they won't know how to act. They'll still be the same, I guess. I don't know. That's love saying I don't know, because I'm not going to go there. That's 5D saying I don't know. And it's going to be a very shocking surprise when you change from like before and after kind of stuff. They look at you like, what is you now? Is you something? What you supposed to be? What? Who are you supposed to be? I don't know you. So that's ego talking. I can fifth dimensionally what you call it, change my narrative of like my personality and perspective in my character to many different characters at one time. Like me, when I act and change my voice and act differently by choice though. I'm not doing it because I'm oblivious. I'm doing it by choice. And it's these personalities that make people, or alter egos, that make people stand out more, like comedians and comedy. Like I just said that twice. Music, the tone of your voice, the vibration, the essence that you're saying, the words coming out of your mouth, what it means, how you say it, not what you say. It's how you say it, not what you say. It's how you say it. You hear the sounds coming out of my mouth? It's how you say it. How you doing? How you doing? Hi. Be like, hi. It's how you say it. Come on now, give me a hey. Chakras, but I can go on and on. I'm gonna end this broadcast now. Peace, love, and love. Unified field. Come with the 5D where y'all at. If y'all in 5D, raise your hands up high. You ain't gotta say nothing but just say hi. Thank y'all. Alright, now I'm tuning out. This is the unified field hand sigil back in Kemet. This is duality. Some people say this. It really means nah. I don't want to hear what you gotta say. I'm ego. I'm this way. I'm this kind of person. I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't believe in what you believe. I'm a Christian. I'm atheist. I'm blah, blah, blah. But I know who I am to the core. And that's why when I hear some stuff like that, I go away. I don't speak on it to that complexity to break their own ego head. I want to try to help them. And only if they allow me to. Only if they allow me to.